Sarah, we're rolling. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry you had to see that. Today I'm talking all about the beauty of embroidery. It can spice up almost anything you own. Shirts, pants, bags, socks, shoes, hats, literally anything you could embroider. So I take a few pieces that I found on the super cheap at the thrift store that were just plain, and I thought, what better way to spice them up than with embroidery. It's super easy, anyone can learn to do it, and in this video I teach you a few different stitches that I use on the different garments that I put them on. First up are these jeans, which I previously thrifted and transformed, costing me a total of $1. I have a hole in the side seam and I'm going to repair it and embellish it at the same time with embroidery. For all these embroidery projects, I am going to be using embroidery thread and needles. I'm taking embroidery thread in a goldish color to mimic the other top stitches on these jeans. I first tied a knot in my thread and started it from the inside so you wouldn't be able to see it, and made sure that it wasn't going anywhere. Then I sealed the hole by just looping around and around until it was covered and completely sealed. I almost love that this hole happened to these pants because the whole style of these jeans are like patchwork, beat up, kind of unkempt type of vibe, and this hole patched with embroidery thread just totally adds to that vibe. Then to finish it off, I'm poking my needle through to the inside and tying a couple knots. Then on one of the outer cuffs, I'm going to embroider the word zing. For this, I'm using backstitch. To do backstitch, start with 2 regular space stitches. Then to fill in that gap, poke the needle back through the end of the first stitch, then through the beginning of the second stitch, which will give you a perfect line with no visible spaces. For the dot on the I in this word, I'm using a French knot. First, where you want the knot to be, poke up through the back to the front. Then wrap your thread around the needle 3 times and poke it back through that same point, making sure to keep the thread taut. And voila, a perfect French knot. Next, I found this plain striped tee at the thrift store for $5. Being very large and unflattering, I took in the sides, figuring out how many inches needed to be taken in from the arms and side seams, and simply flipping it inside out and sewing a straight stitch all the way up the arms and down the sides. Then afterwards, trimming the excess off. I gave the tee a dolphin hem as well, rounding the bottom hem and splitting at the side seams. I want to embroider the word bonbons, which means candy in French, because after all, I am part French Canadian and I do love candy. To help guide myself, I wrote it out in fabric chalk on the front. I decided to do a running stitch on this shirt. To start, thread your needle and tie a knot in the end, then just simply make regular stitches one after the other, spacing them however you like. Although this did look cute on the shirt, a running stitch made my words a little hard to read against the stripes, so I went back and did back stitching later. On the sleeve of the shirt, I wanted to add a little red heart, and I used a satin stitch to do it. To do satin stitch, start with 1 regular stitch, then make your next stitch as closely to that first stitch as possible, filling in whatever shape you like in this method. To make your shape really precise, you can outline it first using backstitch, then fill it in with satin stitch afterwards. I didn't do that on this shirt because I didn't want it to be too raised up on the sleeve. Lastly, I got this cute sweater that is just a little bit big on me, so I flipped it inside out and took it in, starting at the armpits and then gradually widening it down to the original width. And after I sewed there, I serged the excess off. I'm going to be embroidering the question, Quand est l'été, meaning when is summer in French, because it's a question I ask myself probably once every day. Sketching out the words didn't really work out so well, so I just decided to wing it. With yellow embroidery floss, I'll be stitching these words with split stitch. First, make a regular stitch. Then go back up through that stitch, splitting it in half, and make a regular stitch from there. Here's what it should look like once you have a few stitches done. And I know you don't want to see another time lapse, so I'll just show you how everything turned out all spiced up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these embroidery ideas, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel for more style videos, thrift store tips, thrifted transformations, and just sewing videos in general. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!